Welcome to Boundless Books. Welcome back to Boundless Books. Today, we're diving into Chapter 9 of Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief, titled I Am Offered a Quest. After surviving capture the flag and discovering that he is the son of Poseidon, Percy has become the center of attention at Camp Half-Blood. But his greatest challenge is only beginning. In this chapter, Percy learns that the conflict among the Greek gods is far more dangerous than he ever imagined, and he receives a mission that could decide the fate of the entire world. Let's begin. Only a day has passed since Percy was claimed by Poseidon, but everything at Camp Half-Blood feels different. The campers who had ignored or mocked him now stare with respect or suspicion. Being the son of one of the big three gods makes Percy incredibly important, but it also makes him a target. The camp buzzes with rumors. Some campers whisper that Percy's arrival fulfills an ancient prophecy. Others believe he is responsible for the growing tension among the Olympian gods. Percy himself has no idea what everyone is talking about. He simply wants answers. Soon, Percy is summoned to the big house by Chiron. Waiting inside are Chiron, the camp director Mr. D, and the camp's oracle, a mysterious figure Percy has never encountered before. Chiron explains that strange events have been unfolding on Mount Olympus. Zeus's most powerful weapon, the Master Bolt, has disappeared. The bolt is not an ordinary weapon, it is the symbol of Zeus's authority and the source of his immense power. Without it, the balance among the gods is threatened. Zeus believes Poseidon stole the Master Bolt. Since Percy is Poseidon's newly discovered son, the king of the gods suspects that Percy may somehow be involved as well. Percy is stunned. He has only recently learned that Greek mythology is real. Now he is being told that the ruler of the gods thinks he is connected to the theft of the most powerful weapon in existence. Chiron assures Percy that he does not believe Poseidon is guilty. However, belief alone cannot stop a war between the Olympians. Mr. D explains that if Zeus and Poseidon begin fighting, the conflict will spread across the entire world. Storms, earthquakes, floods, and disasters would devastate humanity. Even though mortals would never understand the true cause, they would suffer the consequences. The gods have set a strict deadline. The summer solstice is rapidly approaching. If the Master Bolt has not been returned by then, Zeus has vowed to declare war. Time is running out. Percy begins realizing that his personal problems are insignificant compared to what is happening among the gods. The fate of civilization may depend on finding the missing bolt before the deadline expires, but there is another painful mystery troubling Percy, his mother. Percy still believes Sally Jackson may somehow be alive after disappearing during the Minotaur attack. Chiron carefully explains that the Minotaur did not simply kill her. Instead, Hades likely took her spirit to the underworld. This revelation gives Percy a tiny spark of hope. If Sally is in the underworld, perhaps she can still be rescued. For Percy, the missing Master Bolt is no longer the only reason to act. Saving his mother becomes deeply personal. Every danger ahead suddenly feels worthwhile if there is even the smallest chance of bringing her home. At this point, Chiron leads Percy to one of Camp Half-Blood's oldest and strangest places, the attic of the big house. There waits the oracle. The room is silent and filled with dust. Ancient artifacts line the walls. In the center sits a terrifying figure that looks more like a mummy than a living person. Wrapped in faded cloth, the oracle appears lifeless, its empty eye sockets staring into nothingness. Percy feels uneasy the moment he enters. The air itself seems ancient. Chiron explains that every hero who undertakes a quest must first receive a prophecy from the oracle. The prophecy rarely gives direct answers. Instead, it provides cryptic clues that heroes must interpret during their journeys. Percy approaches cautiously. Without warning, the oracle comes alive. A glowing green mist pours from its mouth, filling the room with an eerie light. Percy watches in horror as strange visions begin forming inside the swirling mist. The prophecy speaks of betrayal, loss, danger, and impossible choices. Although Percy cannot fully understand its meaning, every word suggests that the journey ahead will be far more dangerous than anyone expects. Some parts seem to hint that someone close to Percy may eventually betray him. Other lines suggest that success will come with painful sacrifices. The prophecy ends as suddenly as it began. The green mist disappears. The oracle becomes motionless once again, as if nothing had happened. Percy leaves the attic shaken. He still doesn't fully understand the prophecy, but one thing is clear: his life is about to change forever. A quest unlike anything he ever imagined has officially begun. Key moments in the chapter: Percy learns Zeus's Master Bolt has been stolen. Zeus suspects Poseidon of the theft. War between the Olympian gods is approaching. Percy discovers his mother may still be alive in the underworld. Percy meets the mysterious oracle. the oracle delivers a cryptic prophecy about Percy's future. Percy realizes he has been chosen for a dangerous quest. Differences between the book and the movie. The novel spends much more time explaining the political tension between Zeus and Poseidon, making the stakes feel larger. The oracle scene is much darker and more mysterious in the book, emphasizing ancient Greek mythology and suspense. Percy's emotional reaction to learning about his mother's fate is explored in much greater depth. The prophecy is delivered with greater detail and foreshadows several future events that the film either shortens or omits entirely. Chapter 9 marks the true beginning of Percy's heroic journey. No longer just a confused newcomer at Camp Half-Blood, he now finds himself at the center of a divine conflict that threatens both gods and mortals. The oracle's chilling prophecy and the possibility of rescuing his mother give Percy two powerful reasons to accept the quest ahead. As the summer solstice approaches, every decision he makes will shape the future of Olympus itself. If you enjoyed this chapter summary, please like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow Percy Jackson fans. Stay tuned to Boundless Books for Part 2, where we'll continue Automation 1 with the thumbnail prompt, Leonardo AI scene prompts, outro prompt, YouTube description, SEO tags, and chapter quiz.